Whoops, haha, it jumped. I don't know if that came on camera, that jump of the, yeah, whatever, sorry. Anyway, this will be an interesting piece to do. Right. I'm going to enlarge it 200. I wonder what background colour we're going to give to this. Whoops, what did we just hit? I think we're going to go... that's a tough one. Blue or green? Magenta? Magenta will look good with this, hopefully. I think we don't need that much contrast, actually. Going to make a master copy for this one to print off. Let's see how we go. Alright, now. Alright, let's see what we got. What do we got? We got here, it's called Sounds of Vienna. So this is a lot of yellow and stuff. I think magenta might look good if it comes out in the sun. It's sort of a it's almost gloss. It's sort of a gloss. I don't know if you can call it a semi-gloss or a gloss. But we're just going to put it on the glass and we're going to slip and slide it. So hopefully this will look good. I just want to try and focus on the picture rather than the writing or the you know, the text. Okay, let's see how this turns out. Right, well that looks nice, and you can see the magenta is in the white areas. So I'm not sure if I like it though. Wondering what we're going to do with it. It looks nice here. I'm just trying to think what to do with it. The text looks terrible in magenta. I'm wondering if we're going to keep the magenta. Maybe we can just go here and make a slightly bigger size. So we're going to call it 300, and I don't know if this is going to be a good fit. I'm trying to get rid of as much of the texty bit as possible out of the image. So let's try that again. Okay, let's try that again at a bigger ratio. Okay, that's going to take up a smaller area of this image, and it's going to enlarge it really big. Let's hope it looks good. It's not easy to control movement. So we'll see if we've got less text. Oh yes, we've lost the text. We just have the border of the original in white. That looks quite nice. Now we can use it. This will be our master copy. So we're gonna keep this, or are we? It's not I thought it was a postcard, but I don't think it is. So we're just going to throw it in the recycle pile. We're just going to use this as our master copy rather. So we're just going to, we've got to get rid of that edge, that border. That's another thing that has to go. But we're just going to go back to 100, and we're just going to add, for this border, we're going to overlap the image so we don't get that terrible border in between segments. So we're just going to make it, for the horizontal, 104, and for here we're just going to leave it at 100. We're only going to overlap the horizontal. We're just going to leave the rest of it in line. So there you go. So we're just going to put this on the glass, and we're just going to cover up that pink or that magenta line that we have. So it's not slippery. This glass isn't very slippery, unfortunately, so it's a little bit awkward trying to inch it across. Anyway, that's how we're doing it. There's our overlap, and we just got to enlarge to fill in that space. So let's see how we go. I have forgotten something. We've got to just cut the job And we just got to change our settings. Got to prepare our settings for use of the master copy now. So we've got to get rid of certain things and add certain things. So we're just going to kill off that. And we're going to go here. And the copy density, it's not going to the middle. It's still pretty dark for a master copy. And we're just going to close that and see how this goes. And see if we can print it off as a 4-way mirror image. Stabilising image, okay. Normal Konica Minolta behaviour for a photocopier. So, see how we go. Sounds a bit funny. You get used to these quirky sounds to a certain degree, I think. But even so, it's still hard to get used to it sometimes. Yeah, that magenta looks a lot brighter, and I can see the lovely rainbows on the windows. But that looks a lot better. We don't have that dreadful border anymore, so we can now concentrate on finishing off this job. Okay. It's nice to get rid of that text. That looks almost like weaving. Interesting. So this is our second piece, just going together like that. And we just got to add the other two, which will be mirror images. We'll make them into mirror images. So we're just going to go here. And we're just going to hit our mirror image button and switch it on and let it go. Okay, that looks really nice. So let's see how it's going to look when we put them together as a 4-way mirror image. So we're just going to slot these copies, not originals, these copies into place. Just line up some of the little marks as reference. Make it easier to do this. Just got to find somewhere to line it up. It's a bit curly. It seems to do that on this part all the time, which is annoying, but you get the picture pardon the pun, what this is meant to look like. It looks almost like some kind of an eye, but it looks interesting anyway, so I think now we can call it quits.